Good morning, everyone. That's not a very good start, is it? Hi, everyone. Apologies for the difficulty in getting started. The sound is a little bit of an issue. So I'm just going to begin. Welcome to the College of Education, Psychology and Social Work orientation. So this morning, let's begin. First of all, acknowledgement of country, where we wish to acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land upon which we meet. I'm just going to pause there for a moment. See if I can rectify this issue. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So I'd like to play you a small video to introduce the College of Education, Psychology and Social Work. So just a little bit about me. My name's Carmela Bastian. I'm the course coordinator for the graduate certificates and short courses in social work. So my background is child protection. I've worked in child protection for over 20 years. I started my working life as a nurse, so I've got quite an employment history in working with in the health and human services. I've been at Flinders University since 2011, where I commenced my PhD, and now I'm a senior lecturer in social work with a portfolio of child protection. So I know it's very odd to have graduate certificates in social work, but we are taking the leadership in upskilling the workforce and ensuring that people have the qualifications and the knowledge to work with vulnerable people. So let's begin with the orientation, and then we can talk more specifically about the graduate certificates. So I'm going to skip this activity because this will be a recorded session that will be uploaded onto the site. So it's important to get your essentials sorted. So it's important to have a student ID card. You'll need your student ID card to complete the important university tasks such as borrowing from the library, sitting exams and printing. You need to, if you haven't already enrolled in all your topics for semester 1, we suggest enrolling as soon as possible to secure a timetable that works for you. And you can talk to someone in Flinders Connect to help you sort that out. I'm just going to turn the volume down, see if that helps with. So there are many options for sourcing textbooks, and many are available to loan from the Flinders Library. If you're looking to purchase, there are retailers such as Booktopia that stock textbooks. Do your research to find the best option for you. And one of the best ways of doing that is going onto a website called Book.O, and Book.O will look at where that textbook is available and give you the best price possible. Your required textbooks and resources are available on the student website as the student website, sorry. Also, recommended readings and textbooks or recommended textbooks are also available on our flow sites for you to access electronically. So there are many different ways to get to Flinders. Use the most sustainable methods of travel if you can, but we have buses that link our Bedford Park, Sturt and Tonsley campuses together, plus a few Flinders railway line offering a faster journey from the CPD. And that's been a recent addition to our campus, and it's been really fantastic in getting from town to Bedford Park. Also, we have a wide range of scholarships that are available for students commencing study in 2022. Selection is normally based on academic merit and demonstrated need, but please feel free to view the website and see if you're eligible, because it's important to ensure that while you're studying that you have the financial support to get you through. Wi-Fi is readily available on campus, so staying connected to Flinders has never been easier. You have access to high-speed Wi-Fi on campus and at participating education institutions and medical facilities. So the network is Enduroam, and you just need to put in your FAN and your uni password to access the Wi-Fi. It's really simple and it's very effective. So this week we really have a lot in store for you for orientation. So Flinders offers an extended orientation program to help you settle into university life by giving you the information you need when you need it. It's also designed to help you make new friends and learn about the support services available to you to succeed. So there's a few, just to let you know, there's a few events that are activities that are happening on campus. There's live music and picnic furniture that's been set up on the plaza on Bedford Park. There's food trucks to help support retailers that are already on campus, and there's giveaway vouchers. We have a welcome hub that stand with student ambassadors to help you find information that you need. There are also campus tours. There's a merchandise pop-up shop at Bedford Plaza, so if you want to buy anything with the Flinders logo, then you can access it there. So there's also to get your essential sessions at Sturt in the afternoon on 23rd of February for midwifery and physiotherapy, and there's also other activities. So take advantage of these activities because they really help you to get to know people at the university and also to engage in student life and recognise and access the resources available to you. So use the orientation planner to create your own personalised schedule of events and activities. For semester 1, events and activities will mostly be online to really engage and with COVID in our community, so we just want to take a slow pathway back into campus life. And also the planner can help you set out what assessments you have, what learning opportunities that you need to engage with, so it helps you stay on track and submit all your work on time. Got a question? So important to connect with others at Flinders, but can't visit the campus. Studying online can be really challenging and some people can feel disconnected. So the best way to remedy this is by making sure that you stay connected by using the Drop Online link and also with your topic coordinators. Drop into the online Ask Anything sessions to chat with current students and staff that can answer the questions that you have. Brush up on your academic skills and general uni life knowledge by checking out the Orientation Video Library, which includes topics such as using Flinders online to managing your wellbeing at uni. So the library, the Orientation Video Library has a wealth of information. So really take the time to engage with those videos and really understand what is available to you at the university, because knowing at the beginning really help you with your journey as a university student. And don't ever panic because help is available. Get prepared by uni by completing the orientation topic in Flinders Online called Finding Your Way at Flinders. And again, there is a wealth of information and it takes you, steps you through what you need to do. So there's some more information to help you understand what support is available to you. Oh. So there's clearly a wealth of services that are on the campus, and one of them is the Student Oasis. Oasis is a student community wellbeing centre focused on supporting the physical, emotional, social and spiritual needs of students so they can achieve academic and personal success. Oasis is located at Bedford Park, at the campus of Flinders, at the end of Flinders Laneway and next to the car park 5. And it's a drop-in for students wanting a place to chill, heat up their lunch, meet new people and engage in a raft of wellbeing programs such as conversation groups, meditation, yoga and the community market. Oasis is currently closed and we are hoping to reopen in time for week 1, 2022. But you can always access Oasis on the Flow topic. Just search for Oasis online and always connect with us on Facebook and Instagram. And it certainly looks like it does have lots of things for you to do and a really focal point for thinking about your well-being and connecting with others. The OGuide program is designed to help you settle into life at Flinders by connecting you with a student mentor. To connect with a mentor, make sure you register to participate. And it's a really great way to get you started at Flinders Uni and for someone to guide you through the sometimes challenging and confusing life in university. Flinders University is really committed to providing a safe and respectful learning environment for all students and staff. If you witness or experience any socially unacceptable behaviour or harassment, please make a confidential report. There is a no acceptable behaviour that threatens people's safety or well-being, and it really needs to be called out. So the college and the university are very committed to ensuring that students have opportunities to participate and have their voices heard at the course level and other levels. We value the voices, opinions and feedback from students. We strive to ensure that our teaching and learning activities are student-centred. So this begins with you. It begins with you participating and giving feedback to the people who are running the courses that you're enrolled in. So speak to your lecturer or course coordinator and apply at FUSA to become a course representative. So this is a diagram indicating the levels at which students can become involved. At the course level, students will meet with course coordinators during the semester. Then there are opportunities for students to become involved at the broader program level and the college level. So we really are striving to work collaboratively with students to really ensure that their voices are heard and that we make sure that the way that we work is really student-centred and responsive to student needs. Now, the graduate certificates are managed by the social work discipline, and this might seem a little bit odd, but this does not mean that students are all emerging social workers, but they're from a variety of professional backgrounds. Social work is taking the lead in supporting workforce development or degrees that ensure that people can work ethically and in an informed way with vulnerable people. So I'm going to play a small part of this video so you can ascertain what social work stands for, but also that social work takes the lead in working with people who experience trauma and who are also vulnerable. So I'll just play this for a few minutes just to give you an idea of the social work discipline. So that just gives you a little bit of a snippet about what social work is about. But I think in also teaching the graduate certificates, it is about initiating change. It is about making the lives of people who experience trauma or who are vulnerable for them to experience a better life so that they can engage in healing and recovery, have access to resources and for us to advocate for them. So we as social workers are taking the lead in this process and working with other people from other professional backgrounds to build this knowledge base and skill base. So one of the things, the graduate certificate in trauma, sorry, I'll just go back. The graduate certificate in trauma responsive practice and the graduate certificate in society and the individual will have their own course sites. So these sites are accessible by all students who are enrolled in the course and provides a central point for information, learning opportunities and announcements from the course coordinator so that all students can access that information. So it goes beyond topic-based information, but it is across the whole course. So that might include information about jobs, learning opportunities outside the university that people might be interested in, and also just general knowledge or information that we think might be, that you might find valuable. So today I'd like to speak about the Graduate Certificate in Trauma Responsive Practice and the Graduate Certificate in Society and the Individual. So the Graduate Certificate in Trauma Responsive Practice is a new course. We engaged in industry-wide consultations and redesigned the course. The course is designed for people who may or may not be working with clients and diverse populations who have experienced or continue to experience trauma. So we have people from professional backgrounds in education, nursing, allied health professionals that want to increase their knowledge and skills about working with people who've experienced trauma. The aims of the course are to ensure that all students have a theoretical foundation in understanding trauma. We take a social structural approach, recognising that individuals who experience trauma and the impact of trauma are influenced by multidimensional factors at the social, structural and relational levels that contribute to those experiences. So we look more broadly, we understand and really focus in on the experience of the individual, but some of those factors that impact on the individual are broader than at the individual level. Students will learn about the impact of violence at different life stages. They will develop cultural understandings of trauma and, importantly, methods and practices to respond in this context of complexity. There is also attention paid to the safety and self-awareness of practitioners in working in this context to minimise burnout, compassion fatigue and vicarious trauma. So the course can be completed is 6 months full-time or part-time in 1 year, but it must be completed. I know sometimes life happens and people's study routines are interrupted, but it must be completed across 4 semesters or 2 years. 4 topics have to be completed to complete the degree. So trauma and complexity and being trauma responsive are the 2 core topics for the degree. One focuses, trauma and complexity, on the developing a sound theoretical understanding, and the other is focused on developing skills in being trauma responsive. So 2 of the 3 other topics need to be completed. So being child-centered, child and young person-centered, focuses on working with children and young people. Family violence, abuse and neglect focuses on understanding violence, abuse and neglect across the lifespan, the impacts of the abuse and violence, and assessing risk and responding to people who experience violence. And the other topic is supervision and leadership, which is about providing knowledge and support and learning opportunities for those who are in leadership positions or who supervise staff who have leadership responsibilities in organisations that provide services to people who experience trauma. As you know, being in a leadership position, you need to care for your staff. And if you're working in a situation where trauma is significant in the clients with whom you work, then it's important to make sure that staff are looked after and nurtured and able to continue that work. So the Graduate Certificate in Society and the Individual is a course that has been available over the last 12 months but has been reviewed and redesigned. The Graduate Certificate for Society and Individual is a pathway into the Master of Social Work or any other course that requires a social science background. It has also been extended so that it is a standalone course if students wish to have a degree to begin their work in the health and human services. So the aims of the course are to develop understanding about individuals and society and look at the broader structural context in which individuals live and the impact of those structural contexts. It's about understanding culturally competent practice, understanding Australian society, and also understanding the impact that it's had on our Aboriginal people, and being able to, in understanding that, informs our practice with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. It's about developing an understanding about health and human services, and students are equipped with the attribute, skills, professional practice to work with vulnerable people. So the program of study are 4 topics. So these are the 4 topics in the Graduate Certificate Society and Individual. 2 of those topics, which is what is Australian society and theories of life in contemporary society, will be taught by staff in sociology. And the other 2, professional and practice ethics and introduction to Australian health and human services, will be taught by staff in social work. So the course is taught between April to July and November to February. So this enables students who wish to complete the degree and then enrol in the Master of Social Work. So then you can transfer from completing the course into the next semester and commence your Master of Social Work without having to wait too long, or other courses at the beginning of the semester. So that's all I have to say today. If you're enrolled, there will be more information coming out into the course topics or the course information page, but you might have some questions that you might like to ask. So if you do have questions, feel free to ask them. You can either type in the chat or you can just use your microphone and speak directly to me. No questions? All right, thank you very much for coming. I look forward to getting to know you over the course of the semester and the course. And please, if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to either email me or place your questions on the course site or your topic site. Bye-bye.